everybody, and thanks for joining Stamp with Tracy for today's Well Wednesday. On Thursday, sorry I wasn't able to get this Well Wednesday done for you to post on time on Wednesday evening, but it's been a really busy week. And I did get one done for you now, and I want to show you this awesome stamp set that is in the current catalog, and it is called Taco Fiesta. Hopefully you can see that. And it is on page 52 of the annual catalog. And this is the $1 Million Achiever Sales stamp set by Erica Serwin. Erica Serwin had achieved her $1 million sales last year, and she was able to help Stampin' Up! With designing this set. And I'm not much of a taco person. I don't really care that much for that stuff, but this is just the cutest little set. And a fellow stamper, Cheryl Possident, has the stamp set, and I went over and stamped with her for the day and came up with some awesome cards she had found from different people online. I think one of them might even be from Erica, and I duplicated a few and just wanted to share that with you. They are so cute, and there's also a technique for a background that I want to show you as well. So first off, let me show you a couple of the cards. Sorry about that. About a couple of the cards that I made. This one here is made with the designer series paper that was free from Celebration the last celebration. And this is stamped a whole bunch of the peppers from that stamp set, colored with blends, and put on a Granny Apple Green background, and then that Granny Apple Green designer series paper on a piece of the thick Whisper White for a card base. And this one says, "You spice up my life," and used a little bit of that black gingham ribbon. And then I used the pearlized enamel effects. This is the first ones that came out, were the basic. I used the black and the red with that to add a little bit more pizzazz to the background there. So there's the first one that I just think these cards are all so precious. And then this one here, this is a background I'm going to show you today, how to make this background. It's very simple. It's a great way to get rid of scraps. This is on, again, a thick basic white card base, and a piece of Poppy Parade, and then another piece of basic white, and I have another piece of basic white here that I added all these strips to, and then I trimmed it down so you don't see any of that. And then I have this all cut out, and "Long Time No Taco," which I thought that was really cute too. So there's another one. And then this one here, and this is the one I'm gonna show you how I made it tonight. So this is the same type of technique with that background, using up some scraps. And this is cut out with the stitched rectangles, and then added a bunch of these little cutouts from the stamp set, and put it on some basic black, and then the thick basic white. So to do that background, you need a bunch of the scraps that you're going to use. And I have my basic white thick cardstock for my base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of basic black that's just 1/8 of an inch smaller, and then a piece of basic white that's 1/8 of an inch smaller than that. Now for mine, I chose to use this Granny Apple Green as my first color. Sorry about reaching in there. So I have a bunch of scraps, and you just need to make sure they're long enough. So basically, I want to put down my first piece, and I go from corner to corner, making sure you're over the edge and centered. And then the same thing here. And I always use glue when I'm doing this type of background, so I can come take a peek and make sure that I'm happy with that being centered. And I do want them to come over the edge of the basic white cardstock that I'm using. So then I'm going to do another strip of glue down each side of that. And my next color is Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to snug right up next to that Granny Apple Green on both sides. Make sure I'm over the edge at the top and the bottom. And then after that, I'm going to go back to the glue, run my strip down, and I'm going to go with the Poppy Parade. So I wanted to keep the colors that I used to color in my little taco pieces and Fiesta pieces. So I stayed with the colors that I used, the blends, to color my little nachos and peppers and avocados. Okay, then after that, we're going to come on with the pumpkin pie. And just butt right up to the next one. And then I'm going to come back with a strip that's going to be starting over. I will have to clean that up a little bit and that's going to be the Granny Apple Green. Since I went through my 4 colors, I'm repeating now. So I'm coming back with the Granny Apple Green on each end. And then I'm going to finish up that very little side with a little piece of the Daffodil Delight. Now, I do like that to set up for just a minute. And then I pick it up. And you can either take your scissors and trim all the way around the edges, or you can go to your paper cutter. I personally like to use my scissors. Of course, with that glue on there, it's sticking a little bit. Because when I tried my paper trimmer, sometimes I got off a little bit, and I ended up having to trim my white down, and then it wasn't the right size that I wanted to use. So I just thought it'd be easier just to go right along the edge of my basic white to trim it off. So that's pretty much what happens here. Just go all the way around and trim it. And if I didn't glue it all the way to the edge and it seems a little loose, I just go back and add a little bit of glue to it. But I absolutely love, love, love this look. A little bit down here that I didn't get. And then if I happen to trim it and I got off a little bit, you know, if I cut away a little bit of the white or something, I would go back to my paper trimmer and fix it. But I think I did a pretty good job here. So that's what that looks like. And then we'll add that to that black that I said was just 1/8 of an inch bigger. Again, I like to use my glue, so I can make sure I get that down, and if I don't have it down exactly right, I can shift it. Just trying to make that even all the way around. I think that's pretty close. And then that goes on to our thick basic white card base. But isn't that a nice, great way to use up some scraps? It really pops with color. And then I'll use my dimensionals. To add, actually I have some of these stripes here, pieces from a paper pumpkin. That'll work just great. To add this to the card. And again, this was the stitched rectangles, I believe, that I cut this white piece out of. And I stamped that with Holy Guacamole, It's Your Birthday. And then I just used the mini dimensionals, or some old little pieces that I have cut from a full sheet of dimensionals, to add all of our little pieces on there. So I colored all these pieces in with the blends. So I did use the Poppy Parade for the pepper and some Granny Apple Green on there. I'll put that one off to the edge here. And then for my avocado, I'll put that one at the other end, and then I'll fill it in and work through the center. And tomorrow is the last day of June. That means it's the ending of our Designer Series paper sale, as well as our starter kit special that's going on right now. So if anybody's interested in receiving a discount on all their future purchases and they want to try our kit, all it takes is just to sign up by tomorrow, pick out $155 worth of product of your choice, and then you get that shipped to you for free. So you only pay the $99 plus tax, and you have 3 months to make your first, well, I'm sorry, it's longer than that. You'll have longer than that, probably closer to 6 months to make your first quota. And that quota is $300 per quarter. So you'll have about 6 months to do that, if I'm not mistaken. And then you'll have the chance to continue, or just go back to ordering from me as a customer. If you want to make it a business, I'm there to help you there so much with that as well. Be happy to help you out. Make a few extra dollars each month. Get to travel a little bit. Make some wonderful new friends. And there we have it. Isn't that cute? And isn't that background just so pretty? So if any of that interests you and you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Don't forget to get those orders placed. And if you order over $40, if you have a $40 minimum order before shipping and tax, you can get the June kit to make 2 cards. And let me see if I have that handy right here. I can show you what that'll be. It's this beautiful card made with Seaside Bay and that fun pop-out fold. And anybody who has an order of $40 or more during the month of June will get the kit to make 2 of those cards. Now, nothing will be stamped for you. And you need to use my June host code, which is K2R3THD3. And I will have that link for you on the description when I post this video. So don't forget, well, Wednesdays, we always want to like and comment so that you have a chance to win. Don't forget to like and comment. Don't forget tomorrow's the last day for the Designer Series paper. Sign up for your starter kit. Get discount, a minimum of 20%, and you can actually get up to 25% of all the products you buy in the future. And if that interests you, don't hesitate to reach out to me. So happy stamping, everyone, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.